Bitcoin just dropped under 113,000. Is this a quick bounce or a slide to 108,000? That's the question, isn't it? In the next few minutes, I'll give you a simple plan with exact numbers for traders and hodlers. If you want real-time entries and exits, join the VIP, 20 bucks a month. It's nothing, link in bio. We nailed the last move with that liquidation map. Don't miss the next one. BTC ran into a ceiling near 116, 118,000, 117,000 right here, let's call that. Got rejected, slipped under 113,000, this 50 EMA. And that's a key shelf right here, where price has been pausing for weeks. Think of 113,000 like a plank over water. Step back on it and we walk to safety. Miss it, and we test $111,000, $108,000. So again, areas of support. Right? Keep these numbers in mind, 111 to 112,000, which is this ascending line right here, which honestly, when we touch, we go in and out of it. All right, so I could expect some in and out movement through here, right? And keep that 108,000 in mind as well. It is also the line in the sand separating on the monthly chart. September is historically a red month for Bitcoin, but on the monthly chart, this month has still been green, as you can see it right here. For us to turn red, to be like this one, we have to go below 108,000, 108,300. It's possible. We're at 112,600 currently, right? And there's still into next week before this month closes. So it's possible, right? It's possible. It's something to keep in mind. I hope not. Possible bounce zones, 113,000. Okay, we have to get bodies above 113,000. Okay, these candle closes above the 113,000. That's what we need to see. Ideally, we'd like to see that today. We're only less than 500 away from doing that. We'll see. And we still have a few hours to go before we close. So let's see how it closes today. And the ceiling, obviously, again, 117,000, right up here, 117,000. This is where rallies have stalled. Okay, we haven't really been able to get above this area right here. Okay, but eventually we will. Right now, we just have to drop some to be able to break through here. Because we weren't able to do it this time. This is how much we dropped last time. Weren't able to do it. Let's see. Maybe, just maybe 111, 112,000 is enough. We'll see. Options trader, let's talk about 115,000. Okay, because the options traders have lots of bets that expire around 115,000. That level acts like a magnet. When price gets close, it often sticks there. Okay, if we hop back above 113,000, don't be surprised if we drift back into 115,000. But this node is a volume node right here. Okay, that's that line. All right, but that's not what I'm referring to. I'm actually referring to this called max pain. That's when they feel max pain. Right now, it's at 115,000. So price tends to kind of get magnetized to that area. So again, something to keep in mind. Now, if DXY and bond yields bounce, you can see the 2 and 10-year bouncing. DXY is having a red day. If they jump together, they bounce together, and the VIX spikes above 17. Right now, we're at 15.92 and looking very unvolatile, not volatile at all. Rallies tend to fade. If we see all that, rallies tend to fade. Okay, if funding and open interest is this is open interest. If funding and open interest suddenly shoot up while price is flat, it's often a trap. Don't chase green candles blindly. All right, so we'll be watching that. Ethereum is heavier until Bitcoin is back above 114.5, 115,000. As you can see, area of interest, and I don't know that we lose it. First, we have to lose the cycle, get here at 2,850. First, we have to get below the psychological number of 4,000, okay, which is right here. Right now, we're at 4,161, so it's possible that we could get down there if Bitcoin continues to drop, right? Keep that in mind. That means altcoins would also bleed, right? So look at that. Look at Ethereum, Bitcoin, and as you can see, that's dropping as well. We lost a 50 EMA on the daily. Let's see, there's not a lot of volume through here, right? So that could quickly drop, right? Next area of interest, support, the shelf right here, right at the top of this range. 3 cents, 0.033 cents. Right now we're at 0.036 cents. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get back above this 50 EMA. Let's see what happens. A lot of selling volume right there. Something to keep in mind, Ethereum Bitcoin, right? Ideally, we'd like to be above 4 cents, right? Back above here, above the shelf right here. Okay, ideally. And right now, again, we're at 0.036. Keep that in mind. A lot of stuff to keep in mind and just process so you can make your best decisions, guys. All right, I know all of you guys that watch me like meme coins, and let's take a look at my favorite ones. Look at that. Wow. 0.022 cents for Mr. Miggles. You can see it here, right? So it's redoing like a triple bottom, right? Let's see what happens here. So I could imagine something like this, right? A few days, depending on what happens with the rest of the market. Eventually, I do think it comes back up. Great buy price. Again, don't chase falling knives, wait for some confirmation, right? That's why we're looking at Bitcoin and here, Ethereum to see what they could possibly do before you dive in. Remember, always use the strategy of DCA, right? And it depends on how much of a risk taker you are, okay? Personally, I would nibble right here. I would nibble right here because I would guess something like this would happen. Toshi, interesting, right? Look at this. Now, remember the listings, all that stuff happened, a lot of volume, and then giving it all back, market's not helping. I'm thinking Toshi, we mapped these levels pretty good, right? I told you these areas, nibble, and then nibble right here. Now, since we're gonna probably lose that area, or at least test a little lower, I think we're gonna test this 50 EMA right here, okay? 3066. Do we come all the way back down here at 3058? Depends on how deep this correction is for Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Obviously, altcoins will always bleed more. But let's see. I would honestly buy a little bit right here. Wait for it to get to this shelf right here. 3069 to 3066, right? That would be the area I would want it to bounce off or at least hold, right? If not, then you just wait until 3058. 3058, I would just go in. I would go in pretty well here on this 50 EMA. I would expect some type of bounce there. Okay. The other ones that I look at, KeyCat. Look at that. KeyCat is volatile, man. All right, as you can tell, look, we've done this before here. It's recent, and then this happened. Okay, we do see these wicks. Okay, KeyCat likes to do these wicks. Here's one. No, continue dropping. Right, that's the game, boys and girls. That's the game. You got to be able to handle this to be able to enjoy when it pumps hard. Okay, and eventually it will, even though you don't think so right now. Things change like this in the crypto world. All right, so that's Keyboard Cat. I'd wait for it to see what happens here. Okay, to see where it starts spacing out. Look for a few days of sideways consolidation. All right, once you see that, then I would nibble. All right, right now, KeyCat still I'd nibble personally, but I'm a risk taker. 0.0031, dogging me, 3041, same type of thing. All right, let's see what happens. Again, we've seen it before. All right, for dogging me as well. Recent history here, retesting that triple bottom type of thing, same type of thing. A lot of parallels between the dogging me chart and the Nicholas chart. In the end, everything is going to be fine, guys. If it's not fine, it's not the end. So in closing, let's go back to Bitcoin. We reclaim 113, then the next aim is 115,000. If we get below, if we close below 111,000, then yeah, 108,000 comes into sight. If we can break above 114,000, this 50 EMA with strength, then we could see us coming back, testing this 117 barrier right here, 117,000 barrier right here. And we see a daily close below 108,000, that's trend risk. So we got to watch out, tighten up. If you like clear, number-based plans without the fluff, hit like and subscribe. For my real-time alerts when these triggers fire, join the VIP for just $20 a month. Link below. We're not guessing. We're waiting for proof. Either the reclaim over 113,000 to ride it back to 115,000, or a clean break under 111,000 to get to 108,000. To let 108,000 play out. Traders wait for the signal, not the feeling. Hodlers only act at big levels and only when price bounces. See you in the VIP for the live calls. I'm going peace.